Hang on, I stopped my video. I didn't mean to do that. And keep going with those high knees just for a few minutes. Pin video, that's the one I want. Okay. Okay, let's take that up a little bit. So we're going to go into reaches now. We're going to keep reaching on one side. Good. Lovely. Really reach up with the arms. And now change to the other side. Let's do some high knees. Reach and pull. Good. Now we're going to take a step to the side and a small squat. But I want the squat to be bottom back. Okay. Step to the side, little squat. Step to, so it's narrow. We got the knees are narrow. So make sure you go back. Bottom goes back. Squat. Squat. You may not be able to go so deep. Okay. So with your knees closer together. That's great. Keep it going. Let me just see what we got next. Keep it going. So we're going to do our combo. Step back into a lunge. Come up. Into a squat. Nice wide squat. Over. Lunge. So repeat. That just goes squat. Lunge. Squat. Lunge. Good. Hopefully you've got enough room for that one. Excellent. So keeping the head up at all times, as if you've got a beanbag on your head. Couple more of these. Last one. Good. We're going to go into punches. I want a count of 8 to the front, but I want you to really twist the body, taking the shoulders forward. After you've done 8, we're going across for 4 and back for 8. Here we go. And across. Nice twist of the body. So we're sitting in a little squat position when we're punching. Cross, a little reach. Good, keep this going. And again. Good. And then back again. Let's keep that twist, shoulders coming forward. Last time. Okay, lovely. We're just going to take a nice slow stretch, reaching up, lift the rib away from the hip and the other way. Reaching up, make yourself tall. I want you to do one more on each side. Up you go. That's it. And the last one. Okay, back to something a bit more dynamic. So into the side lunges, taking one side across. That's it. Okay, just swinging. You can bring the arms in. So we're swinging those arms. If you want to touch the feet, but try not to put your head down. Try to keep the chest and the head up. Works the bottom and the thighs a bit more. Keeping the head up, reach in. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Give those legs a little shake. And we're going to go into some kicks. Staying on one side, okay? So it's continually kick in a nice big circle. Again, hope you got some room there. Mine are little ones. And we want to crunch the tummy. So here, crunch as it comes up. Crunch. There's a real crunch. Good. Use that tummy. Working those back of those legs. And let's change. Here we go. Other side. Crunch as you bring it up. Big circle. Good. Warming up the hip. Couple more. Last one. Good. And give yourselves a little shake. Take on some water. Okay. That's warm up done. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warm. Cool. Everyone okay? Thumbs up, yeah? Okay. So, first move is crossover jacks. So your legs and your arms cross over, one then the other. That's your move. Then we've got flowing side bends. But can we all just check? We're not tilting the body forward or back. We want to be nice and neutral. Okay, so pull that tummy in before you start your side bend. If it hurts your back, you might just have it tilted forward to tuck it in. Okay, and we're going to do this twice, both parts. 30 seconds each. Everybody ready for jacks? Here we go. Jacks, cross jacks. Crossing one side then the other. Here we go. If that isn't for you, if you want to just step out, sorry, I should have said, you can just do it with a step and a step. Keep going. Last 6 seconds. And rest. Let's go straight into those side bends. Here we go. Check that pelvis and swing. Nice and steady. Nice and controlled. Brace in the core. Squeeze your glutes as well. So everything around that middle engages. And reaching up each time. Take some nice deep breaths. Ready for the cross jacks again. Off we go. Out we go. Remember, if this is too much for you, just step out. Step out. Good, keep going. I'm just going to check, make sure nobody else is trying to join us at the last minute. Cool. Looking good, everyone. Keep it going. Last 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Check that pelvis. We're going straight into those side bends. Here we go. And really hold that core in. Squeeze the glutes. Love reach. And nice and control. Pulling that tummy in. Last 10 seconds to go here. Make them work. Reach. 3, 2, 1. Well done. That's first round done. Okay. So take on some water if you need to while I explain what's coming next. We've got our high knees. We were doing these. Okay, at the beginning. Okay, we're going to do 8. Then we're going to change. 8, change, 8, change. Okay. And then our rest, active rest, is punching down. I want you to drive the elbows back, working the back of the arms, and I want you to create a bit of a twist in the body as well. Okay, down, down, down. So it's as much as drive the elbow back as it is punch down. Are you ready? High knees, 8 on each side. Off we go. So really reach, drive them back, drive them. If you want more of a twist, you can take both arms to the side. Up to you. Then we change. 2. When you got to 8, change sides. Drive it back. Reach up. Last 3, 2, 1. Straight into the downward punching. Elbows back. Off we go. So let's keep working. Keep that intensity going. Little twist of those shoulders. Now the leaning forward is so that you're engaging your core. So let's hold that in. 10 seconds to go. Lovely, looking good. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Are you ready? Straight into those knees. Whichever side you finish, start on the other side. 8 each side. Here we go. And remember, flip the arms down if you want to make it a little bit more intense around the middle. Changing sides. Flip those arms. Still reaching up. And keep it going, 8 each side. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo, well done. Punches down, last one, then we can have a quick break. Are we ready? Down we go. So think about those elbows going nice and high behind you. That's it. Looking good. Let's hold that tummy in. Brace that core. Keep going, last 5 seconds. Drive it home. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Round 2. Well done. Take on some water if you need to. Lovely. Excellent. Well done. Okay. So, basketball shot. Basically, pretend you've got a ball in hand. You're going down to the floor and you're shooting in the basketball. Shooting, down, shooting. Okay? Go down as far as you want to. Jump as much as you want to. Okay? And your active rest is a pec deck twist. So a pec deck machine would be like this, chest press, okay? So hands go up, keep those elbows quite high, and really squeeze the shoulder blades back. So not here, they're right back. And then we're going to go into a soft, just soft knees, pelvis under, and we're going to twist. Back, twist, back. So brace the core, keep those hips pointed forward, pec deck twist. Are you ready? Basketballs first for 30 seconds. Off we go. So down, shoot, down, shoot. So using the whole body here. Brilliant. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. And we're there. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, check that pelvis. Hands up. Ready to twist. Hips stay nice and forward. So, if you can't go too far before your hips start to move, then that's where you should stay. Hopefully you can see. Looking round. Good. I just realised. Let's shut that door. You see me a bit better. Okay, so second round of basketballs. Are you ready? Second lot of basketballs. Off we go. Shooting. Down we go. Up. Really reach those arms up. Full body stretch if you can. Go for it. Super. Looking good. I'm touching the floor. Reaching up. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo, nice. Now control, nice deep breath. Bring that heart rate down. I'll twist with our pec deck arms. Here we go. Good. How are we doing? Keeping those hips still. Nice one to open up those shoulders as well. Squeeze them back. Shoulder blades together. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Take on some water. Are we all doing okay? How are we doing? Good, good, good. Evelyn's still twisting. That's fab. If you want to carry on, anytime I stop and you feel like doing a few more, then you do so, okay? Right. If you could grab your mat, we're going to come down. Okay. One more sort of more upbeat. We're going to take that down onto the floor. Okay. See me there. Lovely. Okay, we did this last week, so some of you have done it. And it is mountain, is it mountain climbers? Sorry. Oh, no, plank tapping the shoulders. Okay, so we're into the plank, bottom's not up, bottom's not down, engage the core, squeeze the bottom, and we're tapping our shoulders. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Now, if the bottom starts to lift, try and do that pelvic tilt. See the difference? Pelvic tilt. Okay? And our active rest is holding a plank for 30 seconds. Okay, are we ready? We'll have a little rest between these. First 30, tapping the shoulders, off we go. So try and stay relaxed around your neck. Think about pushing your hands into the floor and keeping the neck nice and long. Try not to hunch around the shoulders. Looking good. Take a break if you need to. Drop down onto your knees if you want. Knees look like this. Last 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Okay. Give the wrists a little twist because they do get a little bit tight there. Okay. Are we ready for our 30 seconds hold? So that can be on your knees. Take it forward. It can be down here on your elbows, or it can be up here, or it can be a full here. Okay, so your choice. Okay. Everybody ready? Off we go and hold. Now, tap that tailbone under. Keep that shoulder and head and neck nice and long. Try not to hunch, push away. If it's too much on the wrist, take it down onto the elbows. If not, stay up here or drop the knees. Keep it going, last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Give those wrists a little circle. How are we doing? We find them okay? Yeah? Not too bad? Okay, well done. The intense part where we're pushing through is nearly over. Okay, so we've got one more of those. So we're into tap, tap, and then we're holding again. Change your level. If you need to come down a bit, drop onto your knees or onto your elbows. Are we ready? And up we go. So we're going to tap those shoulders. Really pull the tummy in, squeeze the bottom. Tap, tap. Well done. 10 seconds to go. Let's dig in. Pull that core in. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Just a quick step back. Give those wrists a little turn. Working those arms today, ladies. Well done. And gentlemen, sorry. Okay. Back down for the hold. So if you don't feel you're going to be able to stay up here for the whole time, go down on the elbows or drop the knees. Are you ready? Here we go. And hold. So just to take your mind off what you're doing, let's just think about that neck and shoulders. Nice and long, nice and relaxed. Check that pelvis is tucked under and squeeze the bottom. Okay, cool. Stay there if you can. And nice deep breath. We have got 7 seconds to go. We're nearly there. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's just drop back into child's pose. So sitting back over your heels, opening up the knees. Let the head drop down. Woo. And just hold it there for a second. Well done. Looking good. Now in that position, we're just going to take our arms round to the left side of the body, and I want you to put the right hand on top of your left. And you should feel a little stretch down that side on the right. Back of the shoulder, down in towards the hips. Nice deep breaths. Then we're going to take the right hand out to the right side and put the left hand on top and sit back. And a nice stretch. Taking some nice deep breaths. Cool. Lovely, well done. Okay. So take on some water. That's the cardio, more intense bit over and done with. Well done. Let me just change the music. Let's take it down a step or two. Oh, well done, everybody. Somewhere here, I have got some more relaxing music. Here we go. Okay. This one's called stress reduction. I think we need it sometimes, don't we? So I want you to lay on your back initially. I'm going to bring you down with me so I can see you a little bit better. Okay. At this point, if you want to kick off your shoes, which I might do, it's to be a little bit more relaxing. I know your feet get hot, and I'm sure you're all quite hot in your houses at the moment, although we've got a bit more of a breeze today. So kick off the shoes and the socks. Okay, you can be a bit more relaxed. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to lay down. Okay, get yourself comfy. And our first thing we're going to just do is some pelvic tilt. All right, let's just relax. So remember the bucket, so your waistband's like a bucket of water. And if you lifted your back off the floor, the water would tip out the front. If you pushed it all the way into the floor at the back, the water would flow out the back. And what we want to do is try and stop the water from coming out. So we want to try and stay in the middle, in neutral. They say about the front being A, the back being C, and in the middle you want to try and find B. And everybody's B is in a different position. Okay, so just doing a couple of nice pelvic tilts and pulling the tummy in is really good. Just relax and engage with the pelvis and the pelvic floor. Good. Okay, lovely. So the first move we're going to do, all right, and I think everybody today should be able to manage this all right. We're going to take our arms out to a T on the floor. And we are just going to drop both knees down to one side as far as you want to go, as you feel comfortable, trying to keep both shoulders on the floor. Then we're going to raise them back up to the middle, and we're going to drop them. So it's a nice twist in the lower back. You might find it down the side as well. There's a nice twist after what we've just been doing, coming back up again. So this is the first level, is just dropping the knees. So the feet sort of stay in contact with the floor, and you just roll them from one side to the other. So we're just going to do this 2 more times, nice and steady. So we're going to drop those knees down. Looking good, everyone. Taking your time, lovely stretch. And the last time over to this side. Good. Now, if that feels okay for you and you're able to take it to the next level, I'll show you. So we're going to actually come up to tabletop, okay? Now, if you feel that this is going to be too much for you, obviously some of the mums, you may just want to have the feet touching the floor still, and you're going to just carry on doing the rocking sideways. But we're going to take up into tabletop if that's okay. The way to check that your knees aren't coming too near, if you look, my arms are nice and straight. The heel of my hand is on my legs, so I can just have a little check, because what happens when you start moving, you start bringing them near you, and that makes it a little bit easier. And see, they've come towards me. Okay, so trying to keep in a nice tabletop, we're just going to drop them down as far as you feel comfortable. That may not be so far now because you've got your feet up, and then we come back up to the middle, and then across to the other side. Lovely. So your tummy and your sides are pulling you back up each time. Check here as they come near me. No, I'm okay. And also, has my back arched? Has my pelvic tilted forwards? Has it gone into A, or is it still in B? Down you go. Lovely. So now just thinking about those few things, have my knees gone near to me? When I come back up to the middle, is my back still flat in B? Is my tummy still braced? We're going to do 2 more. So 1 more to each side. You might feel as you get more used to the move that you can go a little bit further. You feel a bit stronger in pulling those legs back up again. Core working. You're looking really good. Lovely pace. Don't rush these. Check that those knees haven't got nearer. And when you come back up to the final one, just drop one leg down and then the other. Okay. Well done. And just do a couple of those pelvic tilts. Cool. They looked really good. Well done. So a nice little one maybe sometimes at the end of a busy day, just to lay on the floor and just do a few of those. Okay. Really good for the core. We're going to turn over and we're going to do some swimming, arms and legs. Okay, turn myself sideways. So you have your hands out wherever you feel comfortable. If that's straight above your head or if it's out to the side more, that's entirely up to you. Okay, and you have your legs as far apart again as is comfortable for you. So that could be quite close, or you might like to have them a bit further apart. Now, I'm going to look up because I want to check on you guys, but I want you to keep your face looking down at your mat so that your head is in nice alignment with your body, and just listen to me. That's lovely. So the first thing you're going to try and do is brace your tummy and imagine lifting it off the mat, okay, or the carpet or whatever you're on. Okay, so really lift that tummy so you're really bracing it. You've put your tightest pair of jeans on, you've just done that top button up, and you're going to have to hold it in for the rest of the day. Okay. Now we're going to think about squeezing the bottom too. So we want the tummy and the bottom being used here. Okay. Now we're not going to keep that full tension, but every now and again, just really think about lifting the tummy and squeezing the bottom. Now all we're going to do is just slightly lift the right leg off the floor, keeping it nice and straight, toes pointed. Yes.
Kirsty, is there a version where I don't have to lie on my boob?
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, there is. It would be in all fours. You can do exactly the same thing in all fours, and you can lift the leg the same as we're going to be doing. So it's basically Superman. Yes, of course. No problem. No problem. Sorry, didn't think.
Got it.
Right. Okay. So we're just going to keep the leg nice and straight, toes pointed, and we're just going to lift. We're going to go between lifting about 3 inches, 4 inches off the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. Drop that leg, squeeze the other and lift. And we're just going to alternate. So one leg lifts, and you get a nice little squeeze in the bottom, bracing the tummy so the tummy's lifting off the floor all the time. Good. Just flowing from one leg lift to the other, thinking about the tummy and the bottom being engaged. Looking good. Let's do 2 more on each leg. Good. You might find this a little bit, you might feel this on your lower back, but try and relax the back and use the tummy more. Good, lovely. Now we're going to change. We're going to leave the legs, but we're not going to relax the bottom. We're still going to use the bottom. We're going to pull that tummy up, and we're going to lift the right arm, again, just a couple of inches off the floor. Then we're going to lift the left arm, a couple of inches off the floor. And we're just going to alternate. So your head's down, you're lifting one arm, and then you're lifting the other. So this is really making the back of your shoulder and the upper back work, as well as you thinking about bracing your core and your bottom. Just a nice steady flow. Just going to come and have a little look. That looks good, everybody. Good, good, good. Let's do 2 more on each arm. Good. So all the time, imagine yourself being as long as you can. Somebody's pulling your feet away, somebody's pulling your hands away, and you're as long. Good, lovely. So we're going to combine those 2 now. Okay, all right. So laying as you have, head down. Okay, we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg. So Claire, you're in your Superman position on hands and knees now. And you're going to lift your left hand and right leg. So just make sure it's as long, the body's as long and tall as you can as you squeeze and lift. And changing, alternating nice and steady, a nice flow. Again, if you're feeling it in your back at all, think about pulling your tummy up off the floor and tightening the bottom and the glutes. Good, let's do 2 more on each side if you can. Looking good. There you go, didn't think you were going swimming today, did you? So this is called a swimming action. Lovely. And once you've done that, just relax. And we might just pop into a child's pose. So come back up onto your knees, sit back onto your feet and stretch through the middle. That's lovely. Good. Everybody okay with that? Yeah. Little thumbs up if that was all right. Yeah, good, good, good. Hopefully. Talk to me after if you need to, talk to me about any of these. Okay, so we're going to go back down onto our fronts again. And I'll just quickly show you. We're going to do like this is called a V and this is called a W because that's the V shape. And then when you do this, you're more of a W. So we're going to be laid on our front and we're going to have our hands out and we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back together. Let me show you. So down we go. Tummy's up off the floor, or imagining you're pulling your tummy off the floor. Glutes engaged as well, bottom engaged, arms out into a V, and then we squeeze, the head comes off the floor slightly, and then you go back. So we're squeezing coming up, shoulder blades, squeeze together behind you. Okay, are we all right? So if you lay back onto your front, so if, Claire, where are you, not wanting to stay onto your front, okay, you can do this kneeling or sitting. Okay, so if anybody doesn't want to, you can literally do the V shape, squeezing the shoulder blades back in a kneeling position. Really squeezing, so we're opening, so reaching out into the V and then squeeze back into the W. That's it. Well done, Evelyn. Cairo doing it with you. You can do the V into the W. And as you go into the W, that's it, just, I can see you all doing it, just lifting the head just a little bit off the floor. Are we still squeezing the glutes? And we're still trying to lift that tummy. Let's do 2 more of those, guys. Looking good, everybody. And then rest. And let's come back into child's pose, just to relax that lower back off. Always good to stretch the other way. Lovely. Looking good. Good. Okay, we have one more. I thought I would do a bit of a laying on the front session today. So we had the pet deck earlier. So I'll just show you. We had the pet deck earlier and we were doing our twist. Now we're going to do that laying on our front. So same thing, tummy comes up, glutes engaged, hands out into that pec deck position. And I'm just going to turn and lift one side. Then I'm going to turn and lift the other side. So you're literally lifting your shoulder, okay, as far as you can. So again, if you feel it in your lower back, think more about your tummy and your glutes working. The twist is as much as you can do. Looking good, everybody. So just turn and take your time. So squeeze as you come back up. That's looking good, Lisa. Well done. Nice turn. Good. Lovely. So try not to roll the hips. Okay, if your hips start to come off the floor, you're just turning the whole body. I want to sort of see mobility in your back. That's the idea. I'm using those shoulders. Good, that's better. Just keep those hips on the floor for as much as you can. Good. And we're still thinking tummy engaged, glutes squeezing. Just one more each side. Looking good. staying exactly as you are, just showing you a progression. We're only going to do a couple. You've done quite a lot in this position. You're going to take your arms out straight to the side. So when you come up, you've got a straight arm. And then the other side, straight arm. Just makes it a little bit harder. So for some people, that might be more of your level. So let's just have a quick look at how you're doing. Good, yes, it's a little bit more restrictive for some people. I can see that it's just making it a bit harder for you. Just one more each side. And then we're coming to child's pose. That's really good, well done. Cool. Lovely, so back into child's pose, sitting back. Knees open, so chest and tummy can relax through. Good. Now we're going to come up into all fours. We're just going to do a couple of cat-cows. So, back goes up to the ceiling. Really arch that back, and then we drop the tummy down. Bottom sticks out. And then working between those two. So back goes up to the ceiling in your own time, what feels good for you. Stretch through the back. And then stretching the tummy and chest as well. Super. Okay, we're just going to drop back down momentarily. We're going to come onto our elbows. So we're up into the lower sort of swan dive position, just onto our elbows. And then only if it's okay for you with your backs, etc., just pushing away slightly and coming up. We don't hold that position for long, but you should feel a little bit of tension down the tummy. And then drop your head down, relax the back, because it does compress the back a little bit. So don't ever hold that position too long. Come up onto your elbows again. And then ready, just push away and come up slightly. Good. Good. We're going to lay back down and we're just going to pull the quad, stretch the quad rather, by pulling one foot in. Again, if you're not wanting to be on the floor, you can stand, Claire, and you can do a standing quad stretch here, obviously. Okay. So pulling that leg in, try to keep both of the hips on the floor. That's the aim. You possibly won't. So that's the aim, to stretch that front of that leg. And then change side to the other one. And relax the head down. Good. Lovely. Okay. So we are going to come up. Oh, we're going to turn over, guys. Okay, back into our like bridge position here. Okay, you all seem all right? So we've got one leg crossed over the other, and the knee is pushed out to the side, so it's going to stretch down that hip. Okay, looking good. Just checking everybody's got that one. Have a quick look. Yep, good, good, good. So in this position, your foot is going to drop, touch the floor. You're going to roll again. You can have your hands out in a T. You'll feel the stretch down here. And then you're going to roll the other way so your knee touches the floor. Good. All the areas we've just worked, we're giving them a nice stretch now. That looks good. Coming back up, we do that one more. Foot goes down to the floor. You might find that in the hip and the glute area. And then the knee goes down this side. Lovely. And let's change over, coming back up. We put the other leg, because as soon as you change the leg position, you're obviously changing the whole pelvis positioning as well. Drop it down to the foot, touching the floor. Coming back up, dropping the knee. Of course, the core's working to pull you back up each time. Coming back up. Dropping the toe down to the floor. Good, coming back up, and then flow over to the knee, dropping down. That's good. Nice. Okay, lovely. So our next one is coming up. We're going to sit with one leg out in front of you and one leg tucked in. If you can just see me there. Okay, well done. So we're just going to stretch the hamstring. So whenever I do stretches like this, you don't collapse and try and reach like this. You try and sit nice and tall and just take your body forward. If you collapse, you're tending to stretch your back, whereas if you stay tall, you're stretching your hamstring. So we're just reaching towards that straight leg. Okay, lovely. Good, and then just relax. And again, we'll go again. So it's good, the muscles start to relax after the first time. Good. You can bring your toes towards you and have your toes pointed up towards the ceiling. That will take the stretch down into the calf a bit more. Lovely, then we're going to change leg. Cool. So sitting up nice and tall again, just reaching forward. Now, if anybody's been at a desk for a while, I've got tight hamstrings and that, I'm sitting a lot, and this one's going to be a bit more of a stretch for you. And we sit tall again, and then we'll reach again towards that toe. Lovely. Good. We'll bring the feet together, just another one that stretches in the groin. So feet together, whatever's comfortable for you. Some people like to bring them in really close. Sometimes it's further away is better, and just pushing down on the knees with your elbows. Good. Lovely, so that should open up in the groin. Runners and cyclists who stay very straight with everything, you really need to open up the groin. Lovely. So we just got the hip flexor I'd like to do. So it is a step forward, not too big. We got our leg in a right angle, and we're going to do a pelvic tilt. So we're going to tuck that tailbone under, and then we're going to slightly go forward. Now, I think I've said to most of you, of old, we didn't used to do the pelvic tilt and we could go right forward to here, but it really wasn't stretching as good. Okay, so pelvic tilt engages that hip flexor and the quad. Lovely, looking good. Hold it there. So initially it goes tight, and then as you hold it, it will relax. And then we're going to change side. So a small step forward, pelvic tilt, dropping that hip forward momentarily. Lovely. Hopefully it should start to relax. If not, if it is really tight for you, this could be one that you need to do when the little ones are playing on the floor, or whenever you can manage to maybe get into this tradition while they're playing, you know. Easier said than done, I know. Okay, one very, very last one, which is just to relax us, ready to face the rest of the day. Laying on your side, knees out to the front, both hands on top of each other. We're just going to do a couple of these on each side, and we are literally going to watch our hand as it goes up towards the ceiling. Going to keep going all the way out behind us. Take it all the way to the floor, if you can, and then slowly come up and over again. Now, I've been speaking to somebody in the week who said she's going to add this to her meditation. So just at the end of her meditation she's just going to lay here and do a couple of these. I thought, what a lovely idea. It's called opening the door, and you can take as long as you want over those. So we're just going to turn and face the other way. So we do it on both sides. I'm going to turn my back for a spin round. That's it. Little shifty round. So again, just opening the shoulders. Really good to open our chest. We don't do it enough. We sit very forward on computers, phones, etc. Lovely. And always watch the hand as it goes. Helps your neck move. Coming back forward. Lovely. Cool. Just slowly come up to kneel and take your time as you've been on the floor for a while. Tuck those toes under and slowly come back up to a crouched, bent over half position. You might have your knees bent, hands on the floor. Just slowly roll yourselves up, each vertebra at a time. I'm just going to bring you up with me. And when you finally get to the top, let's do a couple of little shoulder rolls. Taking the leg back into a calf stretch. You can still see me. Into a calf stretch, back we go. One arm across, other one holds it in. Final stretch. Good. And then we're going to turn the other way. Calf stretch at the back. Make sure the feet are both pointing parallel. Other arm across, pull it in. Lovely. Coming up and give yourself a clap. Excellent. Good, good, good. Oh. So how do we do? Let me take my recording.